Hello everybody and welcome to Thornhill's Plays Minecraft episode 59. Today we are looking at something special. We got some more user requests for a pyramid and a race course. So those are the two next projects that I'm going to work on and a little bit. And today I'm collecting resources as Hidden's not here. So I need to get a good shovel. See, that is a fast one. We'll use it. It's gonna suck using it all up on this, but hey, we'll eat through a desert and get lots of blocks. Do we have wood? So I also want to get a crafting table so that I can turn some sand into sandstone blocks so we can carry more while we're out there. Whew. So today's Monday, it's a holiday here. So it's around noon. I just decided I wanted to work on this, and since I'm not sure if I'm going to get to record tonight, I might be recording two episodes now, one for today and one for tomorrow. And they might both be by myself. Hopefully the next one Hidden's here, but we shall see. Wheat farm. It's a nice looking barn in my opinion. So I don't want to touch the desert over here too much, as that's where I'll put the pyramid. So I'm just going to head to the desert on the other side of this jungle biome, where we found the desert temple originally. The first one. I'll kind of make a sand quarry there and clear it. So this weekend has been a really long, hard weekend for me. I did a big hike on Saturday that the book said that this is an old hike and it's been deactivated, was the first thing that was bizarre about the hike. So the front of the hike has been taken down and we had to find the hike to start with, which was okay, but that just adds more difficulty. And it was a little swampy and muddy to get in there, and you had to get about 10 feet in before you could really start seeing, probably 10 meters in before you start seeing semi-resemblance of a past arc trail. So you start going on this thing, and let's say the start of the hike was actually 2 kilometers in from the parking lot. So the hike alone we had to hike to get to the hike, which was exhausting in its own right. So once we got started in the actual thing, it's now 2.5 kilometers, and we've realized that it's kind of a heavy brush hike, and it's not as nice as it once would have been. So there's stinging nettles, logs everywhere. The path is grown over by a lot of different plant life, ferns and all that. So you couldn't really see the path. The ground is pretty slick because it was wet, but it was a decent day for a hike. Excuse me, mouth is dry. How much sand do we got? Plenty. Look at the clock. So we kept going, and I think we were at about the 4.5 marker, and we were supposed to see a pavilion at this point, which we could not find. There are 3 pavilions on the whole hike, and we could only find one of them. So we stop at the 3rd pavilion once we get there. We think it's the 3rd. It might have been the 2nd or 1st, but there were no more. And we just kind of relax there, take some pictures, and this is me and my boss, and continue on for the hike. Now it's already probably 1 p.m. and we started the hike at 9, and it's only supposed to be a 5-hour hike. Oh, need to eat. And so we continue hiking on for the trek, and at this point it's downhill. So we're only about 150 meters up, so not too bad. Start heading down, and about 2 minutes later, my boss gets stung in the hand by a bee. He's following behind me as I'm leading the way. We didn't see any bees, but he did. So we continue along, and we find the point that's supposed to lead to the exit, and it's through some heavy grass. And this grass was not just grass, it was full of stinging nettles. So we're walking along, and my legs are really scraped up today, and this is a couple days later. And so I'm taking a lot of nettles to the legs, so is my boss, and we're just not really having a great time about it. But so be it, we're just about back to the dike to walk out. We get to where the dike's supposed to be, and what do you know? It's not there. There's no bridge to get over to the dike. It's just a river, a really murky, slow-moving river that we don't really want to go into. So we're about 8 kilometers into this hike, and the only way out is back the way we came. So we have to huff it back through all of the stinging nettles that we just came through, so that's no good, first of all. And back up the hill. So we start heading back up this hill, and my legs start seizing up. I'm a bigger guy, right? So I was told 12K hike, and I was like, okay, I might be able to do this. Let's give it a shot. Well, 12K turned into heading back into the bush at 8K, back up the hill, so pretty much restart the hike when you're already exhausted. So that's no good. And not only do we have to restart the hike, we have to go back up the harder way. The only benefit to what we have is we already know the path to get out, and we know that, well, let's just restep the 8 kilometers we just did, 4 kilometers within bush. Oh, I guess 6 kilometers in bush to get out. So we start going up this, and my legs start locking up, and I'm on the ground just in pain. Like, I'm having to stretch my muscles out, and I just can't get it. I'm tearing muscles, and it was brutal, like just brutal. I was almost in tears during it, is how bad it was. So we get just up to where the pavilion's gonna be, and we can see it. It's about let's say 20 meters away, so like 40 to 50 feet. And my boss is in the lead because I'm in pain and I'm going slow. And he walks past the beehive, and I don't see it until I'm like right over top of it, and I look down into the mud, and there it is, what stung him. And I just get swarmed by like 20 bees and take 10 bee stings, and I'm pulling these suckers off of me because they're sticking and they're not releasing. I pulled probably 4 bees out of me, and probably 2 more stingers that had delodged into my arms and legs. And while I'm running away from these bees, both my legs lock up probably 10 meters away from their hive, and I just barrel into the ground. And like, I'm yelling for my boss to come help me because I can't move. I'm stuck and I got bees on me, so he comes running back to save me. And let's just say it's embarrassing to have your boss come back and help you. He's in better shape than I am, but hey. So he comes back, he helps me, and eventually, well, pretty quickly I get my legs semi-working, and I start just getting up the hill to get away from these bees even further. Which I do get up the hill, but now I get to the pavilion and I just collapse, and I lay there for like 20 minutes just in sheer pain and shock of what just happened, because I can't move my legs. And it's just brutal. At this point, we're probably around 3 p.m., so we've been hiking for a couple, probably 8 hours. So, not good at all. The one good thing that I've learned is that, yes, I can get through that amount of pain that I was in. Not that I ever want to do it again. So, we have our lunch, and we start the last little bit up, and we're at 500, or not 500, 116 meters, so I had to do another, I think, let's say 20 meters of elevation gain before we can start going back down. I should have brought a bed with me. So we get up there, and I've locked up, and I've been lying on the ground every 5-6 minutes. I'm on the ground trying to stretch my muscles out because I'm in such pain from how tight they are. And we're starting to make some ground, and we get to the top, and down the other side we go. And I don't know, there's something about lying on the ground in a bush of stinging nettles that is not comfortable. I had so many Charlie horses on Saturday that it wasn't even funny. Oh, zombies. I might get more attacks. So probably for the next hour, we are heading downhill, which uphill was bad and I was locking up every once in a while. Let's say downhill was worse, because it's not only did I lock up my legs. Oh my god, 2. I need to screenshot this sucker. I hope I got a good screenshot for you guys. So I'm just in pain. What was I saying? The downhill, I locked my legs up, but it wasn't the same as when I locked it up on the top. It was probably twice as bad, if not more. And took twice as long to get my legs to unlock. Ugh, mouth is dry. So I get down to the base of the hill, and that took, as I said, probably about an extra long hour versus what it should have, just to get to the base of it. My sword's gonna break, this nice sword. And we get to the exit probably an hour later. Not much more gain involved. Sorry, I'm just going to do this quickly while the zombies come before me. So right now I'm making sandstone, if you guys didn't see that. You combine 4 pieces to get 1 piece of sandstone, and I'm just joining a full stack at a time here. Hi, zombie. Okay, so I'm gonna eat some zombie flesh because I need some food in me. That's a big hole that we've gone through. That. I wish it was daytime. So we get to the exit and we start walking back along the dike. And we get to the first bench and I sit down, and that's probably a little bit longer. My legs start locking up a bit, but at least we're on a flat and I can sit down here. And people walk by and they're like, hey, how's your trip go? How's your hike? Because the dike is just something I guess a lot of people run down and have just their basic hike, and I'm just in pain at this point, and my boss is talking away to these people, and I'm just like, don't do it. Don't do that hike. It's brutal. So the hike said medium in the book, but even my boss was like, hey, that should have been rated at a hard. if I had known that, I wouldn't have done it, because I had asked him. I'm like, can we do an easy hike? Nothing extreme, nothing too much gain, because I'm out of shape right now. Last time I did a hike with him, I was in a lot better shape, so I think we both learned our lesson not to go hiking when we're in these conditions. So we're walking along the dike, and I finally get to the other end of the dike, and probably about 10 meters from the gate to the parking lot, my leg seize up, and I just crouch over, and I'm just, again, in agonizing pain for 5 minutes or so, and then we get going, and I make it to the car, and I'm just like, I'm not driving. If my legs lock up, we're just gonna die. So my boss takes over, and he drives us back, and we end up going to a party while smelling so bad. But this hike was supposed to be 12 kilometers. Only 6 of it was supposed to be in actual wooded area, and it ended up being 16 kilometers on the dot, on the nose. So I don't know. It was an exhausting day. I could not say that I enjoyed it beyond what it was. I was in such pain at the end of this hike that, I don't know, just was not my day. And today is 2 days later, and my legs are still killing me. Like, I'm walking up and down the stairs. I just have one set of stairs in my house, and it takes me way too long to get up and down them because my legs are so tight from this hike. Nice shot right between the eyes. So that was my weekend so far. I'm just sitting here dreading having to stand up and go do something. Like, I've done chores, and I had some friends over last night, and I played some D&D Pathfinder, as I did. So I enjoy all sorts of different games, and I was running the game, so I didn't have to get up and do much. I just sat there and read my book and told them what to do, pretty much. Three creepers. Let's do some target practice. 1, 2, 3. Oh, caught me on fire. 2, 3. Nice. That is a big hole. Alright, so we're just about done collecting sand, and that was my story for the day. So I'm just gonna let you guys go here and continue on collecting sand and sandstone, and hope you guys come back to see the next episode. Talk to you later. Please like and subscribe to my videos and channel, and I hope to have hidden on some more next time. Talk to you later. Bye bye.